Hi everyone! So I'm gonna start this new series on my channel, which is like a vlog slash eating slash like maybe learning a bit of Canto or Manto on the side type of vlog. So this is my first time trying this out and see how it goes, because I know that sometimes I don't upload at all. There are times because I'm busy, and there are times because it's like, I don't really like the dramas that are out right now, so I don't really want to talk about it. So this will be a combination of like maybe music, maybe like shows, and just chatting. Okay, so here it goes. So I'm gonna use some Canto in this video and Mandarin, because when I talk, my language, when I switch, it's sometimes like I forget it is in Cantonese or what it is in Mandarin, and sometimes I will use English to replace it, simply because my brain just can't get it, or I don't remember what the word for it is like in English, like what it is in English. I'll be like, okay, I know what it is in like Mandarin or Cantonese. So here it goes. So 今日咧就有啲唔同啦，咁我就開始做呢個 video。咁今日咧我就朝早咧就食腸粉啦，腸粉邊個唔中意食腸粉 ？OK。咁最近咧有好多電視劇出，有一類型咧就係就是在愛奇藝、優酷還有芒果，他們三個都推出了三個很相似，就是很同一類的劇吧，就這樣說。And then it's all like focused on like people, like female characters. It's like from their perspective, and like they're talking about like working like in their work environment. And there's one like for the one in Youku, I really like that. It's called Yilu Cao Yang. I really like it. And the thing I like about it, there's like different things I like about it. This one I like it because the cast I already like love the cast, and like Wang Yang and his character, and Li Jiamu, I don't remember the female lead. I like their characters like CP gan, so I really love like how they interact. Like usually I don't really like the male characters who are like a lot older than the female characters, but for some reason their characters, like their interactions that they do, I don't feel like it's weird or anything. I just feel like, oh, so cute. If you don't know already, I'm actually a really big fan of Tan JIan Ci. Like when 烈日图鉴 like went, like I really love that drama, and I found out more about, like, I really like Shen Yi, that character, and I went to find out about Tan JIan Ci and like everything. And the thing is that like I've actually seen him in a lot of dramas before 烈日图鉴, and the characters he played, it was like really like sort of like the impression I got from him when he played like different drama, I was like, are you a good person this time, or like, you know, the antagonist, you know? And but in 烈日图鉴, like the story and everything really like got me, and so I was like, okay. And then I went on, and then if you don't know, he released an album in April, like this year. It's called Dreams. I know I'm talking about music finally. Whenever I was like, yes, I talk about music, but I don't really talk about it. I'm not a music expert or anything. I just really love listening to music. And this album that he put out, I really love it. Because I was trying to find like information, like interviews that maybe people have done with him, like, oh, like what is your concept, like why is it called Dreams, and all these things. And then based on what I've read on sort of like the intro of this album that I guess they officially put out on like music platform, it's sort of like it's dreams, because it's sort of like he's going back to, because if you don't know, he debuted as a singer with a group called MIC. Okay, so, and he also, as a, like before that, he was like champion of like dance. Okay, like I think like tango or ballroom, I don't really know, but it's like two people dancing, and he got like a lot of awards at a young age. And he, like, when he was like 12 or so, like he taught people, like he taught like dance lessons to people. And and he talked about it like before in the interviews that like, or like things that I read on the internet, like for him, he could earn, like he would earn money from those, and he would pay his own like tuition fee to go to like school, like college. So yeah, anyways, so he's a very talented person. But so Dreams is sort of like going back to like the beginning of like how he started and everything. And against, like, if you don't know, he also competed in a competition, like a singing competition, like it's called 追光吧哥哥. It's you could go check it out. He won. um and anyways, and so so it's sort of like going back to like his, like, his dream, I guess, in a way. So it's like going back to his like first like 初心 like dream. And so this dreams album is sort of like going into different types of dreams that you will sort of like feel when you listen to the songs, and like from the intro to the outro of the album. And I really really like this album. I mean, like when he released it, I listened to like some of the songs, and but recently I re-listened to it. And that's just because of Shangliu or whatever, or like I guess I'm like in a different stage, or like how I feel like emotionally. I feel like I felt so different when I listened to the songs again, and they connected really well with a lot of things. The song that I really like I know, like I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. It's like one of his songs, like a very fast and dance song. That you have to listen to the lyrics of what it's talking about. I really love the lyrics. Um, and then the song that I really like, that really got me, like hooked me in, was 着迷. Um, and that song is like very sort of like, it's very dreamy, but also like very like, ooh yeah, Another song that I like is 枷锁. That song is like a very sad song, but like the lyrics really got me, because it's sort of like, you were the one that light that shine into this like dark gloomy like time of mine. That type of like lyrics and that type of vibe, and that really got me. And then another song that he put out like for an MV is called 一念无名. And that MV is really cool. You can go check it out. But also, like, the lyrics just talks about like sort of like this person's in a movie theater. It's like, like all these metaphors, but you have to really like think about like what this song sort of like trying to, like, this feeling that you're trying to like listen to. I guess like when you listen to songs, it's not really about the story of the song, but also like the feeling that you get from the songs. I don't know if you know what I mean. And so like this song is sort of like, in the lyrics it talks about like, oh, this movie, the credits are rolling and like all these things, and and everything like that. And I was like, what the heck? And then, but then like what I heard from like, what if he went on the 新生不息the like the Taiwan edition of that season, like the recent season. He asked like the composer and lyrics to people who are like 金曲奖 like people to like work with him on this album. And like 一念无名 is sort of like a song that they felt like is sort of like, because he's an actor and using like this actor like 身份 to sort of like talk about this like scene or this vibe of the song. And I was like, oh, okay. And the whole album I really like it because it's like different styles, and it's like every time I feel like a lot of times people sort of maybe have an impression of like, oh, he, like, if you listen to his like groups like MIC songs, it's very like fast and everything, but this album is a lot of them are like very like slow songs, and I really like 慢歌 a lot more than 快歌. I mean, it depends, I guess, but I guess it's like a change for him and a different side of like people can see. And yesterday he was on Weibo, like he streamed it, and he said that he's preparing for his second album. So I don't know when that's gonna come out. But it seems like he's also thinking of preparing maybe a concert. I don't know. But yeah. So besides that, that's what I've been listening to recently. As for shows, I know my channel's like, I talk about shows. Um Shows, I haven't really been checking them out, but I sort of have been. So one show that I really like is it's called, let me look at the name. It's called 初入职场法医季. It's the second season of this show. The first season I really really loved it. And I really loved, 法医 is like, if you don't know, you can go look that up. It's forensics. And what's called forensics in English? I'll look it up. I'll Google it. Put the English translation of it on the video. And this show, I like it in the first season a lot. The second season I like it as well. And it's just really interesting, like, to see that like job and like know about it, and because I always see it in dramas but I don't really know much about it other than like when they go and like talk about the case and like talk about like, oh, this is what happened and like everything, and like help like to solve the case. So I know, isn't this maybe better? I don't know. So I'm gonna continue eating food and not hold because I actually have my camera out this time. So that's the show that I really like. Another one is 密室大逃脱. It's also on Mango TV. And what I like about that show is sometimes the stories of like, the whole thing of like at the end you figure out the whole story, and it's like really touching. And the most recent one really got me, because that one talks about sort of like how this character sort of has this power, sort of like create another version of itself, and because of all these things that this character experienced when they're younger. And so it was just a touching like episode, and it really got me, and I even cried. And it's sort of like this person almost gave up on everything, and because of what certain people say to this person, it really helped this person sort of like go through and like sort of 熬过去. Anyways, if you think this format is cool or like interesting, you can leave a comment down below. And I was gonna use Kanto a lot, but I didn't end up using it. So yes, I don't know. What do y'all think of this? Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.